Today, I'm going to be installing a 2-inch body lift on the Subaru Sambar. So this is the body lift kit that we've got for it. 2 inches, comes with all new hardware, a new filler neck, and a sleeve collar to weld on for my steering shaft. So, let me get to it. The first thing I'm going to do is get down here, pull my floor mat out, and I need to get the steering shaft off. So I'm going to pop up and remove the base floor mat. And now I need to undo those fill-ups. And I need to get, well, that's almost off anyway. Now I get that cover guard out of the way. All right. Then I've got to undo a 12mm bolt that secures the steering shaft. Now I need to undo these two 12mm nuts. Now I need to get to the 12mm bolts that are holding the steering gear in, which are behind the dust shield. So here's one bolt. One down. Several more to go. Now we need to get these three 14mm off so we can drop the steering rack down. And I can't get my nice power tool in right here because of the front receiver. So I'm using a manual, old-fashioned way to do it. Oy. All right, here's the steering shaft removed. Those are those two bolts that come up from the bottom that we undid the nuts on the top. And you can see I've scribed a mark there because I need to re-weld it this exact position. So I'm going to cut it in the middle. We're going to put in this collar, and then we're going to re-weld it with the collar in because that'll give me the extra couple of inches I need for doing the lift.
Okay, two little things. The brake line here is held by plastic clips. Had to pop that out so to be able to, the body can go up. There was another one here that was already gone. And then right here in the middle, the heater hoses had a clamp, and those would have kept it from going on up. So we've got those where it can lift on up now.
All right, so we've got a body mount bolt here in the front right of the vehicle, really tight. All right, it's gonna take two people. All right, we got this one broken, so we'll run that out. So there's another one up here. You can see the bolt down there. There's one that was underneath here, there's another that's underneath there, there's one that's there, and there's two in the far back corner. So that is way up in there. There were two. I know it's hard to see. There's one behind the tire. There's another one, and there's another one right up there, which we can't see too well. So we're going around and removing those, and then we'll lift that body up and the spacer will go in between. We're underneath looking at the washer bottle. You see over here I've pulled the washer line out from that little holder to give it some slack. I've bent the horn backwards to give there a little bit of slack for wire. I've actually pulled the grommet through the body up there, so we've got some slack. So this should allow us to raise up the body, and then we'll reseat these things later. All right, so I've got a jack in on the body here, and now we're jacking up. And there, we're starting to lift the body, we're taking the weight off the suspension. So there, it's coming up. So starting to get space there. So basically we're going to raise this up 2 inches and put in a spacer. All right, doing this again with a wood block because we couldn't get up high enough. Okay. Alright, and here we are doing the one that we missed. So it works better if you get them all undone. So we'll get that, and then should be able to jack this up enough to get in the one on this side. Alright, and realize we need to lower the spare tire down. That hangs off the body. See if that bolt's long enough once it's 2 inches higher up. Alright, one more thing to do that we didn't until we lifted it, but we need to take this hose off. This is the fill hose. So I've got it loose at the top, and I'm going to try to pry it down, and hopefully it doesn't dump gas on me. And we'll have to install the longer hose that's provided with the kit. Alright, there's our new gas hose installed. Coming down, did not trim it, just shoved it further up the fill neck. So there's the part number for it in case we ever need to replace it. Gates 24715 comes on down. So that is done. Alright, so I've got a mount here that I need to install. As you can see, my bolt broke off in there. So now I'm having to try to drill that out so I can get some bolt through it to hold it in. But I should have done this before I started lifting up the body, because I already have it up 2 inches in the air. Now it's 2 inches further away. So I'll get the right angle drill in. I'll be coming up here and trying to get this drilled out. Alright, and now we have to put this little drop bracket down because we've raised up the body compared to 2 inches. So get this, run a couple bolts in. Okay, done. Alright, so I've got the shaft mounted into the vise for the steering, and I've scratched a line here, and basically when I cut this and extend it, I need to re-weld it with this alignment. So because that's painted and everything there, and I'm going to be flap disking it down, I'm going to hit it with the angle grinder, and we're going to score a nice line here so that I can see where it is, and then a nice line here so I can see where it is, and I can keep my same alignment when it goes back together. So I have my cutoff wheel. I'll come in. Alright, I've got my mark. And now I've got 2 really good alignment marks. And once I've welded, I'll still be able to see those, putting them back together. And now I just need to cut through this shaft right in the middle there. So again, I got my cutoff wheel. And I'm through. Now I'm going to do some cleanup right here where I'm going to weld it. So let me get the paint off of it. Alright, so I got the welder out. I'm going to get this tacked in place. With this tacked in place, I'm going to go and adjust my angle so I know it's lined up nicely, and make sure to keep these aligned for the final weld over here. Alright, here's our welded and painted shaft installed. Our cover screwed back down. Shifted a little bit, we're not quite in the center of the rubber grommet. And our steering rack down below is all tightened back up. So our steering is reconnected and we should be good to drive. Alright, we're getting the front skid plate and bracket on. We've gotten our other drop downs, our mounts in. Come around to the rear. Got our drop down brackets for the exhaust hanger in. We didn't need the bracket here for the rear engine cover since we removed that. And so we are down on the ground, and that's our new ride height, 2 inches higher up. Alright, there we go, and the bumper's back on. That's the first time in 3 years the bumper's been on, since without the lift kit I had to remove the bumper to fit the 2-inch hitch for the snowplow. So nice to have the bumper on, it looks more complete. And there we go. It is 2 inches higher. So lift kit successfully installed.